Hi, good morning guys. This is Alltechtrail. In this video I will show you the graphics card by MSi, the GTX680 Twin Frozr 3. Um, just to start off the bat, I will tell you this. This wasn't my first choice for the graphics card for my build. Okay. Now, I won't tell you the other. I won't tell you my first choice or my second choice, but this alone, at one point I was looking for the MSI Twin Frozr GTX 680, but no one seems to be stocking these at that time. And it was only a week ago, basically on the Saturday or Sunday, that I saw the local store had this on sale. Believe it or not, for $3.99 net. Okay, so that's amazing. I mean, the nearest competitor with overclocking GTX 680 was around 459, and that and that itself was sort of like, okay. I mean, can I save $60? And I mean, knowing well enough, it's not really a compromise. Uh, the Twin Frozr version is looks very good, very well made. It's got excellent heat pipes, radiators, excellent fans. So, like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna water cool these. Okay, what I see is what I will keep in my build, or in my case. So, um, like noise. Yeah, I mean, that was in my priority, in terms of, I don't want it too loud, but again, at the same time, it's not as high priority as whether it looks good, or whether it 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 performs well. That's the most important. Um, at first, I was really tempted in getting the 4 gig GTX 680, just because I'm gonna run 3 screens. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna run 3 screens that often. I probably will run a second machine on one of the 3 screens, so at least I can maximize my multi across the 3 screens. The only time that I will see that I will run the 3 screens is I will when I'm gaming. Um, but at the same time, also, given that fact, I still finding a hard time to find the extra time to to do some serious gaming, not just 30 minutes or 45 minutes. What I'm talking about is at least an hour or an hour and a half. But what I'm really excited in getting, like an up-to-date graphics card, is the rendering capabilities. Like with all my YouTube videos so far, is like I try not to edit. Well, I haven't edited the videos at all. All my videos have been unedited. That's the way I like it. And maybe with this video card, I will have the chance to efficiently, and more so than effectively, to edit these videos, or and then have a faster rendering, um, uh, before I upload it to YouTube. Now, straight off, like the front cover is basically, you have MSI GTX 680 Twin Frozr graphics card, PCI Express 3, OC edition. So that's one of the most important thing. The OC edition with, I think, I'm not sure when it really became, or made a really big difference in terms of, if it has really good cooling, then the OC edition will take advantage of that, and then you would be able to overclock it a little bit a little bit more as opposed to getting a known overclock edition. Okay, so it's got 2 gig DDR5 RAM. Hopefully this is enough. Otherwise, I'll go back to the store and get another ones and then run SLI. DirectX 11. It's got DisplayPort, which may not be relevant these days because most monitors either have HDMI or DVIs. Okay, now the NVIDIA GeForce GTX is just practically on all sides of the box. The MSi Afterburner, that's one of the also the software that I was really looking forward to in getting the MSi. You can Google that, or you go to the MSi website and see what it's all about. But it's pretty cool. Okay, so it's got the MSi all solid capacitors, with max lifespan, and then the 3D Mark 11, which is pretty good also, and then compatible for Windows 8. But everything is compatible with Windows 8 these days, unless you have I don't know, an Atari. So again, with the flappy box, which is it's got its pluses and whatever, but what I will show you also at the same time is you've got all this stuff here in the box. It's got the thermal composition of the card, multiple heat pipes, direct contact design, and so on and so forth. So it's not something that is new technology. It's an old technology, and I think it has been discussed a few times. I mean, like I said with my previous videos, is chances are that many of you have seen reviews or so on and so forth, but I'm not going to go through the same reviews. I mean, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. So what I'm gonna do, probably more so or more or less in this video, is just to tell you why I chose this and what I think of the component, and what made me buy this graphics card. Okay, so it's got this hard foam here. It's very dense. So the graphics card is here. What else do we have on the box? Okay. So it's got a user guide, CD back in the box. We'll download that from the MSi website. You've got this, I don't know, like quick user guide. I'll have a look at it later before the build. It's got it's got this VGA to DVI, which is pretty much redundant these days. Okay, like hopefully you guys have monitors with the DVI outputs, so you just use the DVI inputs on this graphics card. I mean, if you were gonna spend this much money on a graphics card, I think you would want to either use DVI or either a standalone HDMI. You're not gonna use VGA still. So you've got this PCI Express cable, Molex to 6-pin, and then Molex to 6-pin again. We'll keep that for future use. God. I wish they would just make it so simple. Not you don't have to build a Lego or anything else. But why is this? Okay, it's not happening. Okay, whatever. I'll just put this box away first. Okay, gonna take a sip of my coffee as well. So this is the first time I've opened this this plastic, so hopefully you'll stay with me until the end. Okay. Now, while I'm taking this out of the plastic, I should tell you that I was really looking and considering to get a GTX 780. Okay. Now the difference, I think the difference with the 780 is, without stating the obvious, that most GTX 780 is it takes up to 2 slots, like the MSi. Okay, there are other graphics card, GTX 680, sorry, that takes up to 3. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but you know, I've got a full ATX motherboard. I've got a really large case, but you know, like if other manufacturers can make a GTX 680 with only taking 2 slots, then you know, like, you have to ask yourself, like, why is it that some manufacturers need to take up to 3? I mean, heat pipes are heat pipes. You know, like, if the heat pipes really take that much space, then really, is the design really that good, or do they need that extra slot to make it that good or perform as expected? But anyway, like the GTX 780, I think they have a backing plate. You know, they have a solid backing plate, which makes it a little bit more attractive. But what stopped me really quick was the price. Okay, the price of this GTX 780 when I bought this card was pretty much I think just less than half. So it's around 789, whereas this was 399 including tax and everything else. Okay, so 789, 780, well, whereas the performance is not really that big. Okay, so I rather wait for the GTX 780, or maybe I'll wait for the GTX 880 if there is such a thing. But like, as with all PC components, when it first comes out, especially with the graphics card, okay, so because I mean, they really take you to town. You know, I mean, they just price it the most that they could, and then it's like most manufacturers say, all right, fine, we'll just do it also, and then but when it comes down really quick. Okay, when I bought this card, sorry, I'll just swing this around. When I bought this card, it's pretty much, they say, oh, you know, we can't. There's no further discount on this card. Obviously, I asked, being the person that I am, and you know, trying to get the most value out of my money. I asked, you know, are there any more discounts if I were to get 2? And they said, nah, you know, this is below cost and everything else. But bloody hell, I mean, I always hear that kind of stuff anyway. So you know, like, have a look on the sides there. Like, the heat pipes are really beefy. Okay, I'm not sure the dimensions of it. Maybe it's 8 or 10. Yeah, I mean, there's 2 10s, 1 8, and then two 10s, no, 2 8s on the top. So there's a total of 5 heat pipes, pretty good heat sink from what I can see. Very solid. Very solid fans. Very nice front plate. You know, and it will go again. It will go with my coloring scheme on my motherboard, on my case. So I'm not really too worried about, you know, whether it's not gonna fit well. The only thing that's not gonna fit well in my case is probably the LED fans. Okay, because I was expecting a different coloring scheme, but now I've got totally different. But anyway, now on the top here, hold on the okay. On the top here, there is these slots for. Let me just get a better handle on that. There is these slots for the dual SLI or the quad SLI. But if you're running Intel, you know, you would only be running dual SLI. Quad SLIs is not really. No one's really doing it anymore. And also, I mean, MSi has really thought about, you know, protecting the pins on these cards before you actually use them. Okay, I mean, this the PCI Express pins are protected by the yellow plastic as the SLI. On the back here, you've got the what's this one? You've got the display port on the back. It's got the same thing here. I'll put this back. You've got the HDMI. Anyway, I'll take this out. You've got the HDMI, two DVI, So, and the exhaust fan is right here, which is very good again. And I have to say that, you know, they've really thought, put a lot of time on the design on this case. I mean, they could easily go to the lines of, all right, we need an extra slot. You know, we need an extra slot for these heat pipes, these radiators, and so on and so forth. But they haven't, which is really good. And also, I think, you know, like, without opening this too much, I think they've used all black PCBs, which is very well, and it's very nice to see. And one thing that I have to also mention is this, the place for the 6-pin cables. Okay, so the design is slightly different than the GTX680 reference card. Now, I did a little research while I was having my coffee this morning, that whether this, I mean, if you take the fans, if you take the radiators, for, you know, whether it can really be called as whether it can be referred as a GTX680 reference card. From, I don't know, like, Google is a really good search engine. I mean, you know, with every search that you do, you always have something that you expect to hear, and also something that will contradict it as well. So from what I can see, it's not really a reference card if you take the fans and radiators out. I mean, like, for those people that will say, yeah, it is a reference card, well, so be it. I don't really care, but from what I can see anyway, it's like, the reference card is a reference card, okay, and the reference card is based on is basically the architecture of what the non-reference card needs to be based on. But anything else outside of that, once they put their own heat sinks, once they put their own heat pipes, especially fans, I'm not sure whether you can call it a reference card or not on the base, okay. um, but anyway, why would you buy the MSi Twin Frozr for as good as looking card as it is, and then take it off? But a lot of people have done it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't done it. I'm not saying that it can't be done. It can be done. I mean, if you want to, you should do it by all means. But I'm not sure whether I will do it. I mean, but at the end of the day, reference cards, you can't really buy them after a certain period. I don't think I can. I don't think I can even buy the GTX 680, oh no, 780 reference cards, because a lot of manufacturers are now releasing their own GTX 780 with their own design, heat pipes, fans, so on and so forth. So anyway, look, I'll think I'll show you this around one more time. It's pretty cool. Okay, it's very, very cool. I'll put the dimensions also of the card. I'm not gonna put too many proprietary things below in the description, but I'll put it is a long card. Okay, it is a long card. I mean, you can measure yours, I can measure mine, and then we can compare. But no dirty jokes. Anyway, look, if you have a full ATX motherboard, then I'm pretty confident that you can fit this in your case, or comfortably. But it's not the longest or the biggest card I've seen. Again, whatever. What else? Okay. Anyway, I think that's it. I need to. I'm getting hungry. I need to have lunch. I'll see you again. I'll see you again when during the build. I may. I'm pretty sure I need to build this computer by today. Just because I need to do a few things tomorrow, and if I don't do it today, all these parts will just be sitting on my desk or on my dining table, until next week. Just because I have a busy week, and I don't really want to delay it any longer. It's already delayed as too much. So I'll finish with this. Okay, so how many people still consider in buying the last generation of PC components? Okay, whether it is the GTX or whether it is the graphics card, CPU, motherboards, sometimes they go hand in hand. But how many of the are you need to have the latest things? If you can save maybe $500, would you still do it? From my videos, you can see that you can see that I bought the Ivy Bridge. I bought the Z77 AS ROG formula, knowing well enough that they were running these out of the stores, well below cost price. I bought the GTX 680 as opposed to the GTX 780. So those three components alone, I was saving maybe around $450, which is quite big. Okay, which is quite big. I mean, for with that money, I could have easily gotten the 780, but can I tell the difference? If the improvements are not so big, then why should you? That's just my opinion. I look forward to your comments, but anyway, look, have a nice day until next time.